Hey, good morning, everyone. So, welcome back to yet another devlog on the development of a system using NixOS. Um, yeah, I scheduled this stream for yesterday. I couldn't do it yesterday, so today, during the weekend, I would like to spend more time on this, hopefully. So, I'm going to continue until I'm either hungry or I get bored about it. So yeah, hopefully somewhere between 1 hour, 2 hour, I can continue working on this. In the previous stream, I had some progress, but I had some blockers as well. One of the interesting ideas that was shared in the chat was by Andi, and it was about using a virtual machine to test instead of VPS, which I'm going to explore today. And also, at least my next goal for today would be fixing my issue with agenix. And yeah, then I probably am going to continue my work moving the modules I already have, and yeah, let's see how far we can get. Andy was kind enough to send me some links over Mastodon. The first one was the SOPS configuration example, which he had as a gist. Uh, it is interesting alternative. I have used SOPS before. The main difference, since in Andy's example he's using also age, the main difference I think is SOPS using YAML, where agenix is using the yeah, basically file. Each file contains one secret. For now, I'm going to continue using agenix because I just feel like I like the approach of a file-based secret management more than YAML. But yeah, probably I will keep this tab open for the time being. And continue the way that I was using my secret manager so far. And the second interesting link he shared was um, basically on how to configure VM, build a VM using agenix. From what I see, it's actually pretty straightforward. The configuration in the flake, nothing is different here, right? It's just a normal flake with NixOS configuration output, right? And then it is using this module, which basically contains basic system installation. But the magic happens here, where using NixOS rebuild, we are using this build VM command, which outputs something that's yeah enables us to run a VM. I assume using Chemo, which was the idea from the previous stream. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try now. But before doing that, I would like to do some housekeeping. I'm going to rename this configuration to test VM. So right now, basically, my idea is that I will put all the configuration that I have inside this test VM, but not necessarily per machine when I'm going to start configuring my machines. Yeah, with that being said, this test VM is on, and then the command here is NixOS rebuild, build VM, home doesn't contain. Okay, I'm in a wrong home directory, so it's sorcery projects home. Yeah. I hope that I have the prerequisites installed already. So compiles. Okay, that was quite fast. So inside the result bin, I have this run command. What happens if I run it? It actually starts the system. Beautiful. And do I have any system configuration? I mean, in terms of username, password. I have users, but it's an SSH authentication key that I have here. I'm not sure if this chemo is setting up a network. Visualize this image created. Do I have anything for see if there is any network configuration? I think there was something. Yeah, virt manager. Could not detect a default hypervisor. Make sure appropriate. Chemo user mode session is not the virtual manager default. It's likely that no, this is not what I want. This is weird. Initially it couldn't connect to something, then create a virtual machine. I cannot see my virtual machine over here. Let's try it again. CP where it doesn't show anything specific. Function details. Oh, there is a machine here. I can pause, reset, power off. Find Qmo How to find the IP address of VM virtual machine like an SSH? Yeah, kinda like that. This is weird. I am running chemo, but it's not having any network. This example that Andi shared, okay, I think I will use this, right, and put systems test.nix, and basically what do we have here? The boot manager can touch EFI variable, kernel packages. Not sure if I want to remain on this to do. Okay. This. Yeah. And then host name. Call this home test. Network manager enabled. Europe, Amsterdam. Not this, not this. Fast switch could be useful. Auto login to the user. I'd rather to call it test. And then no GDM, GNOME, nothing. And then here test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 works for now. Will needs password. False. Let's keep it as is. And experimental Nix commands and flake. I don't think flake is necessary anymore, but for now I'm going to keep it. Actually, let's also open here, drop this NixOS. Yes, and go to my flake. Like that Nix I meant. And for this, go systems test.nix. I expected you to complete this, but yeah. Now I just need to the qcal file is built here. Result system. Hey Andi, good morning. Let me actually move the chat over here so I can see it live. Yeah, I think this is better now. So what I'm trying to do is basically test the gist that you shared for building a VM. So far so good. I was able to run the VM, but I cannot log into it. stop this. Next rebuild. Yeah, you are a top chat. Oh, is this the new one? No, I think that's not new. Probably after running, it will get updated. Move this over here. So user is test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ten to 15. Is it accessible? No. No, but this is something I can work out later. For now, I'm going to live with this. Yeah, I was thinking if it's possible to SSH into it, but the current configuration, neither mine nor yours, doesn't have any configuration for the network to get an IP address out of DHCP, I believe. That's what's required, but that's fine because at this stage I don't think that I need that, but I can add a task for later. Enable SSH to the test machine. So we get back to this. Yeah, I would appreciate if you can send me some pointers. What else? Fix agenix. I have an idea about this agenix setup that I had. So let's see. I have my secrets over here. I wanted to see if I can get in it. Actually, let me commit my progress so far. And also inside git ignore and this one remove result and store you. That's interesting. What do you mean by chemo options though? I didn't see it inside the configuration. Is it a part of the common? You mean over here? So now I have okay, that's interesting. Let me quickly check that as well then. That would be convenient if I can do it. It was my test machine. VM variant, this one you mean? Chemo options, fast forward, TCP 22, 21 to dash 22. Okay. And then let's add go to home. This would be quite convenient if possible. And now run this. VM is not there. Unknown protocol T. How to use .NET. This is weird because and I see. Ah, I think this is it. Let me try this. No. The error didn't change. Let's see if anybody had anything like this in Nix configuration somewhere. I added a comment. I will check it right now. Oh no, this is the wrong one. I think this is the one I need. Okay. Virtualization forward ports. Okay, that's more like it. Oh, okay, like dash net dev. Okay, now I have options definitely. This kind of fixed this, but I think something in arguments is missing, but this is more Nixy way. So I assume with virtualization.forward, you are referring to this virtualization block. I'm going to put this here and remove this. Probably this is the easiest way to run it. Yeah. NixOS rebuild. And oh, it's running. That's a very good point. I don't think I have a firewall configuration yet. I'm not sure if by default anything is enabled. But I think I also need to have SSH. Here the SSH configuration is not even enabled, so. Where can I get this? I think from the servers project. I have a common services, OpenSSH. Actually go to my modules. Oh, OpenSSH I already moved here, but this is quite simple. I want a more sophisticated one like this. So what am I doing here? OpenSSH, open firewall false. The reason for this is I wanted to have only firewall access through my tailscale, and OpenSSH will enforce enabling it by default, the firewall access, but I wanted to have this configuration inside my firewall system. So what I do, I remove this from here, and then inside test machine, hopefully I can import, I believe, from modules OpenSSH, right? And here set services dot OpenSSH that open firewall true. Let's see if this builds. No, it doesn't need the port to be open, right? But I needed SSH to be enabled, and I wanted to block any SSH access through my network. right? And I wanted to only have tailor-scale access to it. So if you enable OpenSSH, tailor-scale works out of the box, but that clause that I showed in the module that I have, right, this by default enables the OpenSSH access, and that's not what I wanted through my network. That's why I added that part, so it basically disabled it. I'm not sure if overriding is allowed though. Yeah, this is not allowed. I need to make this an option, but for now, yeah, that's also an option on the WireGuard. I'm also thinking about alternatives for Telescale. It has many benefits for me, but it's also owned by another company. So I'm thinking if I would like to risk my setup a little bit and yeah, own it myself. But for now, let's see. What do we have? It's running now. And what port did I? SSH test at localhost -p 2221. This is nice. Hey, thanks, ByteByter. I think I read something about Headerscale. Yeah, Headerscale is also a good option. It's a drop-in replacement of Tailoscale, open source maintained. But one problem that currently I have with Tailoscale is it only allows you to log in at one network at the same time, right? And then I have, for example, my search engine is something I self-host on here. Let's quickly, yeah. I self-host, but this is not publicly accessible. This is through my Tailoscale network, right? And if I want to switch to another network, let's say my work network, I need to disable this and I use my search capabilities. So the alternative that I'm looking for needs to have this option to log in at to multiple networks at the same time. Zero tier, back then I knew that it has this option, but zero tier is not maintained for many years now, I believe. There is a few other options. Tailwind, I believe, supports multi-login since 2 months ago, I believe, but they don't support it on Linux, which is awful. And then I think there was another option, net something. Net, can I find it? Tailscale. Not NetMaker. Yeah, NetMaker I didn't check, but I remember there was something. Tailscale alternatives. Yeah, NetBird. NetBird had this option to log in into multiple networks, and it sets up a peer-to-peer connection as well. So kind of similar to Tailscale, but with that feature and fully open source. meaning the company which provides a hosted service is also maintaining the repository, so it's kind of good. So I'm considering this. Maybe in future I will switch this. Anyways, so now I have the network connection, the SSH is up. The only problem is in my SSH configuration, I have disabled password login, and I have only authentication method allowed to be public key authentication. So for that, I'm going to go to home, servers, and then default here, I have my user setup. I think it's like this. And then put it somewhere down here, get rid of this name. Users, user root. I think this should be it. Another Nix rebuild. Nice, now the machine is up. Public key denied. Why is that? And the key didn't get updated. It shouldn't know this machine. It should know this is different. What is it that it's trying to connect to? Let me try something else. Make sure I am using the right key. I think I know it. So NixOS rebuild. So this is run it, and SSH like this /i beautiful, plugged in. Double single code. I think you're right. You can use single code, double code like this here as well. That's for multi-line string. So there is no difference logically, but I am going to set a note here for myself. Which key is it? And yeah, that's success. Thanks, Andy. It was really helpful. Yeah, to have this SSH configuration. Now back to the agenix setup. So my idea here is to git status, git add here, git commit -m add secrets. What? Systems. Yeah, get back. The secrets.nix. Secrets. Okay, this worked. Now I have a Git module here. Actually, Git repository, not module. But in the home, I would like to git submodule add secrets. Yeah, and then if this works correctly, I have a Git modules with secrets, but if I push it, it won't push my files. I just wonder if Flake allows me to use this. So with Canary, I would like to enable this, and then NixOS review. This is awful. No, even with submodules, it is not working. Let's see. So for the time being, what I do, I revert this on a stage and go to that git ignore secrets. Why is considering that on track still? Okay. But here, flake and next flake. Actually, let's check agenix wiki. Secrets user tips and replace in place string with secrets. Access secrets inside the container using bin mounts. Yeah. Using secrets in initro RD. Their configuration with Git or use Flakes might even want to store these secrets in the Git, but still upload the repository somewhere. Okay, this crops thingy seems a reasonable option because it's using an external password manager for it. Hey Andy, thank you too. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy it. Let's ask my friend ChatGPT to see if it's possible. Yes, it's absolutely possible and often better. This only needs the include the H file. Very solid pattern. Separate private repo as a flake input. Okay. Okay, I think I will go with the first path. So basically what it means is inside flake.nix I'll have yeah, git file related path. So it should be secrets.url equal to git plus file. I think it should be // or oh, I can do a patch. I'm not sure about this one, but let's try it. And then instead of doing it inside Andi, I would do by the way, I need to remove these. And here do what's the password? Let's see if it works. Okay, and then cd secrets flake mix flake init. Git plus file home while uploading. What we do is press to TMP, then actually no. here. Not sure if this is what I need, but anyway. Okay, let's do it another way. I'm going to just create a private repository and probably rotate it later on, but for now, I think that makes it easier to test. But now the question would be if I can get access to a private repository. Correct. I don't think that's necessary, but let's see. So it knows what resolving git reference master not found. Why are you not talking about? Okay, there is a typo there, like this. It is actually building. Beautiful. So what I did was inside the flake.nix, I just put some stuff which I probably don't even need. And let's see if I remove these. With regards to secrets in Nix, I'm going to keep it available. But I'm thinking maybe I can make it even more useful. So inside this flake.nix, I have this piece, age secrets Cloudflare. Can it help me remove that? So where is this age even defined? I have agenix, which is imported here, down here, but this piece nowhere. Can I just put this here and then do it like this? Add feed, add Cloudflare, expose agenix config object. Push this. And then back to flake.nix. Here I can say secrets. Let's first try it like again. Better. Necessary. What I need to do. cannot type my own password today. What's happening? Just successful run, right? Okay. Now NixOS revealed. Okay, the build was successful. So far I have a Nix flake for my secrets. I just want to remove this part and change the description. Sorcery secret flake. And down here I'm going to Nix like update. In the meantime, go back to my own flake, make it like this. And then inside the modules heading, what I want to do is actually using the age-config, which I think I had somewhere here. I just always forget the paths. Config agenix secrets. Yeah, think like this. Agenix attribute is missing. Maybe I need to also have agenix as my input, your secrets. So this, right? No, it's a dict. Or a struct. Okay, now you work this time. Why is ranting about that? That didn't I expect. Could imagine anything by that. It says config agenix doesn't exist. What am I using in the previous setup? Oh, that's something wrong with the the config is not an object. Okay. Okay, so does it mean that I can do secret flake, remove this, and actually even better, the secrets, git reset hard hat. Okay, and now do you rebuild? This is reasonable. Good. I'm going to document this in my blog as well. This is a good learning I had today. So the setup right now is that agenix has its own repository, but since I need it inside of flake, it's not about the agenix, it's about the flake that requires the files to be inside available when it's trying to build. And what I do is that I use my secrets flake as the input of my home flake, and then I can just pass in all the configuration here. I think the setup turned out way better than what I had before. Now the home configuration doesn't need any extra dangling age secrets configuration to have the pass. Every time I add a secret to my secrets flake, I can update that flake to include the path as well, and then it works out of the box. This is really convenient. I think let me see, cpp and check the caddy module to not have any, find a way to use, yeah, this is done. Caddy module is now safe. It use secrets flake for secrets, and then in the main flake, home flake, I want to enable this again. Here I had I hope I didn't know how to pass this parameter before, but I think now I know. I just need to check something. The module pi-hole domain. Inside here, I can do module pi-hole domain equal to test like this, or even better, I can do let's put localhost for now, because this is my test module, right? Let's see if it builds. Beautiful. And then Podman is already done. Enable SSH is done. The next one is Postgres. And for Postgres, not this. What I want is to bring in my configuration, but also enable backup strategy if I haven't already. To be honest, I don't remember. So go to servers, and then I have it. Do I have a Postgres skill? Yeah, I have something. Yeah. And how am I using this? This is enabling the service of, let's say, for link warden. Ensure user, ensure databases. I think I would keep that. For when I want to have them available. But okay, let's not get ahead of myself. Flake home, modules, PostgreSQL, age-nix. Bring this here. If NixOS is on, actually, this should go inside Podman. Yeah. And remove this nonsense. Just trusting the whole interface. So Postgres. Okay, apparently this was a quirk. But let's see. What I do is go to GitHub, Nix, Postgres, and backup. Oops, Postgres. I think there was an option for it. Yeah, there is this option that I'm looking for. Let's go with the first example. So, enable to start at all the time 15 minutes. PG dump option, no owner, there should be databases. This is good. And then start at pg dump option, pg dump all location, enable databases. List of database strings, so it's not going to pick it up by default. Backup all. Backup all using pg dump all. This option is mutually exclusive for databases. The resulting backup dump will have the name all SQL.gz. For my purpose, I would like to have this option enabled. So let's snap this configuration here. Remove this. Pass var backup location is fine. Service config I don't want, but the option that I would like to have is this. That was quite easy. Now what I would like to do is, the thing is here the cron is running it every 15 minutes. What can I do to test if it works as I want it to? Ensure databases. Let's not do it here. Inside flake, bring in modules. Postgres first, see if it's built. Oh man, I'm out of water as well. Okay, the build is successful. What I would like to do is call services PostgreSQL dot ensure databases. Yeah, like this, right? Make two databases, but start at, make it every 30 seconds. Crazy, I know. Okay, now if I run my machine, oh man, a lot of services failed to start. Why was that? I'm going to check my caddy config on the other screen because it contains my secret. So the caddy service is not working as expected. Let's bring this one to do. But in the meantime, see if the reason for caddy is the syntax I've used is not actually embedding the value, but a path with a shell script. And that path, which is supposed to contain Cloudflare secret, doesn't exist. Might be our agenix setup again, but I will get back to that. Let's see how Postgres is doing and how Postgres backup is doing. Oh, starting with backup all databases, that's nice. And inside where backup Postgres, do I have anything? All skill, all previous skill. This is very nice. But what I need to do is lifetime policy for PG backup. Maybe somewhere in future. Upload PG backup. So this is good. Postgres and its backups are done. The only thing here is no, I didn't want to run you, but let's fix this timer. I want to run it at midnight every day. Every day at midnight, and I will keep this. Yeah, I will remove it. This is good. Let's add Postgres with a backup strategy. It will backup everything at midnight every day. Yeah, I'm not going to leave a comment here for this configuration. If needed, I will get back to this, right? I was thinking maybe I need to make it configurable or not. That's that. But with regards to flake, actually the caddy file, Am I doing something stupid here? Because this is exactly like what I had before. But now the file doesn't exist. More weird is that here, let's try it. That directory is not getting any secret file uploaded. Maybe that's why I need this. I'm going to leave this comment, but revert if it wasn't true. But if it was true, it should have been happening via the agenix setup inside my actual flake, right? Okay, let's revert that. No, I think ChatGPT is hallucinating here. There is no such thing as agenix service. Nothing. Ah, that's a good point. The decryption key should exist. But now I'm building this machine every time. Let me check something. Caddy failed, Podman failed. I think this is going to be annoying. If I continue using build VM, I'm every time creating a new VM with that configuration, which makes some state management less flexible for me, right? Every time it's building a new machine and the SSH key of that machine is changing. So what I am thinking right now is using Nix microVM instead of building it, building one using Nix. So let me write down some steps. This for now I think is still an open problem. Down here to each to microVM for testing. Build like this, build VM doesn't preserve any states, meaning the machine keys will always change, and that ends up with agenix not uploading the secret files. This is just a theory right now I have, because if that's the case, why agenix is not showing me any errors, right? It seems like it's active. Whatever ChatGPT said about having a unit for agenix, I think is bullshit, because right now I have some setups with agenix. But there is no agenix unit running there. So I need to figure it out in the next session. I think that's it for today. Thanks everyone who watched. Thank you, Andy, again for your help. It was very valuable. Yeah, see you in the next one.